Welcome, everyone. Good to have you join us. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the Southeast Europe Christmas Market cruise that Tour Imagination is taking this coming December 1st to 8th, 2025. This is a celebration cruise hosted by Audrey Vothpekow, Diane, and myself, and we'd love to have you join us.
Our family has really enjoyed Christmas markets in Europe over the last couple of years at various locations. But what a better way to visit them than to be traveling on a beautiful river cruise with AMA Waterways. I'm told that the Lower Danube has markets that are each so distinct with flavors and crafts, and it'll be wonderful.
I'd like to welcome our river cruise expert, Terry Rakunik from AMA Waterways, and she will give us the real flavor of this Christmas cruise.
Thank you, Richard. Let me just share my screen so everybody can see the beautiful ships and all the itinerary that we're going to look at today. So specifically with AMA Waterways, just a beautiful picture of some of the gorges that you'll see through the lower Danube. Now, if I could get my screen to move, that would be helpful. Let's try that again. There we go. So AMA Waterways, we do travel to many areas of Europe, especially, but also some exotic areas as well. But today we're here to talk about going on the AMA Verde, beautiful ship from Giurgiu into Budapest. And December 1 to 7 is the cruise itself of this year, of course. And the lower Danube is just such an interesting area where the tourism hasn't been there for as long as other areas in Europe. So just a wonderful, welcoming area to visit. So friendly, and especially at Christmas, what better time to travel? So just a couple of pictures to get you enticed to the beauty of traveling at the Christmas period. It is just color and markets and lights, everything you can imagine. So I'm going to play this really quick video.
On board AMA Waterways, beautiful river cruise ships in Europe, the holiday season begins from the middle of November. Any guest who joins us during the second half of November and through the new year will step inside a seasonal wonderland filled with magic on our more than 20 unique holiday cruise itineraries. Whether embarking in Germany, France, Portugal, Hungary, or Romania, festive activities and traditional delights await around every corner of the ship. With tree trimming, gingerbread decorating, Christmas caroling, and a visit from a special someone on every departure. Whether or not snow is falling outside the ship, and no matter how many Christmas markets you have the pleasure of visiting on shore, an AMA Waterways holiday cruise is always filled with warmth and cheer. Join us on board next season.
Just an amazing time to travel at Christmas time. Like I say, we are one of the most decorated ships. We are the most decorated ship on the rivers, AMA Waterways. Wherever we're traveling at Christmas, we decorate both the inside and the outside of the ship. It is just a beautiful place and time to travel with others. Whether you're in a group like yours, we will make sure you feel like part of the AMA Waterways family once you're on board as well. Just everyone is joyful. So many traditions that we do on board, as well as when we're sailing the river. Just a spectacular reason to join others, feel that Christmas, that beautiful serenity of Christmas and what it means to you, as well as if you're traveling, even in the group, if you are traveling alone, it's just a fabulous way to travel during the Christmas season so that you are not alone. I know you're in a group with Tour Imaginations, but being on our ship, we will really make sure everyone feels very welcome and is included and has a joyful experience. So of course, we're looking at the lower Danube, which means we're going through some of these areas that you might not have toured before. And we will bring on local guides and local customs that we'll see throughout, whether off board or on for entertainment wise. Now, we are talking about starting this in Romania. So you will be boarding in Romania, but you'll see the different cities, whether it's Serbia or it's in Croatia or Hungary. So many beautiful countries to go through. We are going to be starting and boarding in Giurgiu, but that actually starts us the first day. You'll board in Giurgiu, and then from there your first full day will be in Bulgaria in Rus. But from Rus you have a number of different options of what you can do at that point with excursions that will offer you. So Bucharest, for example, has an incredible Christmas market based right in front of the Palace of Parliament. So that's something that you can do with your day. You can look into the traditions that are there during the Christmas time. Of course, Christmas in this area, I'm Ukrainian, so in my time, when I was a little girl, we used to celebrate what we called English Christmas, but also our Ukrainian Christmas. And because that's based on the Orthodox calendar, Christmas here in this area is really celebrated on January 7th, with New Year's being January 14th. So everything is a couple of weeks later. And that also means that they're starting to prep. They're excited about Christmas coming. So that is what you will be in the midst of. So you do have a number of options. Like I say, while you're here, you can go visit the city of Rus if you want as well. Now, the following day, we're going to go to a place called Vidin, Bulgaria, excuse me. This is one of the oldest cities. And you have your choice of excursions here as well. So you can go to the Baba Vita Fortress. It is one of the oldest medieval castles here in Bulgaria. So just a different way of life that you will see, and all the fortresses that we'll see. So you can do a walking tour of Vidin. You can go to the local Christmas market here as well. Lots of Christmas markets. All of them are a little different from each other. Here you can also visit a local home. Here's a picture, excuse me, of the fortress. Lots of fortresses in this area. But like I said, you can go into a local home where they will make for you some homemade yogurt, or and I haven't done this yet. I think it's called Baritsa. I might be saying that incorrectly, but you will actually also get your hand at making some of these if you take this excursion with us. So lots of beautiful excursions to do. And then on the next day, we're going to do a sailing by the beautiful Iron Gates. Now, before I talk about this, I will say that the Iron Gates is along a part of the river that is more narrow, a lot of fortresses, and it really becomes a natural boundary between both Serbia and Romania. So when I'm doing a live cruise event, I always put this up and ask people to guess when this was carved. So you can all guess in your head. I will give you the answer. But unbelievable. This is actually, you can see that it's the king, the sculpture is of the king, and it was done only in 1994 and finished, of course, in 2004. So not too long ago. I mean, it looks like it's ancient, but you can see how incredibly massive it is, especially compared to some of the ships on the river. So it is really an incredible sight to see. And it is a beautiful scenic sailing where we're not stopping in a port at this point. We are really just enjoying the view of the rivers. And so that's through the Iron Gates, where the next day we're going to stop in Belgrade in Serbia. And in Belgrade, you have, again, many excursions to choose from. You can do city tours. You can see the largest church in the world here. Pretty incredible. Excuse me. And now from there, you can also in Serbia here, we will have as well. We will have Christmas markets that you can join and be a part of. They call them the winter markets. There's a Winterfest in the main square. They actually have they have stalls, they have concerts, they have, of course, decorations and so much more. And then the other thing you can do that day is we are going to go into a place called Novi Sad. And here in Novi Sad, this is called the suburban Athens. That's what they like to call this. It is a really incredible singing area where they actually, in their Christmas markets, they have what's called a grand singing tree. And what happens is it's so famous all over the world. Choirs come in and they have singing at this Christmas tree every single day. So it's just a wonderful experience here. You can also do other tours. It is going to be December, but there are bike tours here as well. So there's always city tours and there's always historic tours. There's Christmas tours, but again, some of our days will include a bike or a hiking tour on them. Now, the following day, we're going to come into Vukovar, into Croatia. And Vukovar, again, here's another city that we will offer a bike tour. We will also offer a wine tasting tour in this area. And again, once you finish in Croatia, we're going to go into the area of Mohacs and Pécs, which is in Hungary. And here again, you see the grapes in that bottom right corner because there is a wine tour here as well. The Romans actually founded this area. It was established more than 2,000 years ago. So just incredible sights to see. And in Pécs, actually, there is a Christmas market right in front of their town hall. Usually that square is where most of the Christmas markets will be situated. So you're right in the heart of those cities and in the heart of the history of those cities. But this wine region is very well known and very well established. And then on our last day, we're going to end in Budapest. Budapest, known for its Christmas markets as well, but this is where you're going to disembark from the ship. And the ship itself is called the Ama Verde. She has 160 passengers available on her. So, you know, it's nice to be one of those passengers. I wanted to give you a little bit of a view of what you'd be situated in for your week. It's basically like a luxury hotel while you're on the water. You unpack once. You can see the glass doors sort of on the right hand side of this picture. That's where you would enter the ship. This is a reception area. Back behind the reception area is our lounge, and then these banisters go to the area where all of your rooms are situated. So behind that reception area, this is a picture of the lounge. A lot of space in here. People gather here every day to talk about their excursions when they get back on the ship, and to talk about what they did, but also what they didn't do and what you might have done. So it's a great place to have a community. And then, of course, it is a foodie's delight being on a Christmas markets, because not only do you have the food that we supply for you, beautiful a la carte menus, all fresh, but we also bring on some of those beautiful traditional Christmas wines and delights, the food. So we do the mulled wine, and we do all of their traditional meals and little snacks and stuff along. Every day there's something to enjoy. Of course, we have our main dining room, but we also have our chef's table, specialty dining room, where the meal is a 5-course tasting menu, and it will be just an incredible place to join and celebrate anything. This ship does have a massage service as well as a hairdresser that you can ask for and make an appointment for if you would like to do that over and above. And then we also have a gym if you need to walk off some of the Christmas treats that you've had. Just a picture of the categories of our rooms, depending what kind of room you get. This is a fixed window room, but we also have the French balcony staterooms as well. So with that, we have the luxury suite, which provides you more room with a living area as well as your bedroom area, again, with the full balcony. So with that, this is a picture of in Serbia, one of the fortresses. We are the heart of the river, and we do wish to see you on board. We hope you will join us.
Thank you so much, Terry. We are so excited to join you on this cruise. It looks amazing. A few of the questions that we've heard recently about this Christmas cruise, one of them, someone's just curious, what's the weather going to be like as we're kind of in and out of the markets and on and off the ship? What will it be like?
Excuse me. Well, these days it's really difficult to say what the weather will be like anywhere at any time. But you may have snow. You may have a dusting of snow. There may be no snow whatsoever. It really depends. In this part of the country, I would say the most important thing would be to, bring a toque. And I would definitely say bring gloves, bring a little bit of a scarf as well. Those things, even if it is not very cold, those are the things that when you're in the Christmas markets, it's really nice to feel the coziness and warmth, that your hands are not getting cold. And of course, you can probably buy a toque in any of the markets as well. But I would suggest that that would be the ideal thing to bring, as well as having good walking shoes, leather, if possible, in case it is wet on the ground. I would definitely say having your feet not get wet would be of great importance. Having layers is always a good thing when you're in Europe.
Perfect. What about on board if people wanted to bring curling iron or hair dryers, or do you provide those?
It's a great question. We actually, all of the staterooms will have a hair dryer in them. Of course, it is a different voltage. So we do not allow hair curlers or straighteners on board. They are a fire hazard. However, behind the reception desk, as soon as you come whenever you're embarking on the ship, I would say if you are wanting a curling iron or a straightener, ask the front desk. We do have some on board with the correct voltage that you can plug in. We don't want you using a converter or an adapter with your own curling irons or straight irons. So do borrow the ones that we have if you need them. You may even find some inexpensively once you're in Europe, but those are the fire hazards, so please don't plug those in.
Perfect. Thank you. Well, we very much look forward to this cruise. And if any of you watching would like to know more, check out our website and we'd love to have you join us. Thank you.